Welcome to another Ballpark tutorial. Today we'll be going over how to collaborate in Ballpark with your team. So collaboration in Ballpark is a great feature if you want to democratize research within your team or your organization. You can invite people into Ballpark, give them the ability to create projects, edit projects, or if they're a stakeholder or client, just the ability to view projects only and not make any changes. That means they can see all of the responses, see all of the reports, but not actually change anything or create a project. In this tutorial, we're going to go over inviting your team to Ballpark and then adding them to projects. So let's get started. The first thing you want to do is go to the team section in the sidebar. And once you're in that section, you'll see two tabs, one for your team members and then one for your guests. Team members are typically people who are full-time employees. They'll have access to all of the projects in the account. They'll be able to see a project, go into it, view the details, view the responses. Guests can only see projects that they've specifically been invited to. So that's great for clients and stakeholders or anyone else who don't feel comfortable giving full access to all of your projects. So let's click on the Invite People button. And now I can enter one or more email addresses into Ballpark and send those invites out. I can then pick the role that I would like that person to have. A team member gets access to all the projects, as I mentioned, and you can choose what type of permission you would like that team member to have. Can edit means that they can create and edit projects. View only means they can only view projects and not make any changes. They cannot make new projects themselves. And then admins can manage the account by inviting and removing people from the plan and changing the plan settings. The other role you can choose is making someone a guest, and guests can only view projects that they have specifically been invited to. They cannot make any changes, and it's great for people who work outside of your company, like clients and stakeholders and partners. So now that we've invited this person, let's go ahead and add them to a project that I've already created in Ballpark. So if I head back to projects and pick this particular project, I can go ahead and click on the plus icon next to the author avatar, search for the person that I've just invited and add them to this project. And I can add anyone else in the organization to this project too. And now you can see the collaborators on this project appearing in the list. And those people will now get an email invite saying they've been invited to a project and they have access to it. If you want to remove any of the collaborators, you can just go back to the same menu and click remove. And if you head back to the team section, you have a few additional options on each collaborator in your workspace. You can change their permission. You can then make them into a guest, or you can choose to remove that person from your workspace completely. And that's about it for this tutorial. If you have any more questions about Ballpark, feel free to reach out to us using the information on the screen now.